All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast. We are no doubt the hottest podcast in South Florida, the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. You are in tune. You're looking at us live and in color. I'd like to welcome everybody to our podcast. Like I said, happy hump day to each and every last one of you out there in Facebook and YouTube land. This is a pop-up podcast. 754-227-1986 if you want to get in on some dialogue here. 754-227-1986 is at the bottom of your screen on the ticker. Don't forget our Cash App, $ Adams Brothers P Podcast, and on Zelle, Adams Brothers Podcast, POD at gmail.com. This is an Adams Brothers Media pop-up podcast. Thank you for joining us. Happy hump day to each and every last one of you out there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we just got off of let me lower this intro music so it'll play softly in the background. We just got off of a really good interview with Veronica Ann Walker.
She's an assistant state attorney
down at the Broward County State Attorney's Office. Well, the state's attorney is Mr. Harold Pryor. And we were having a good interview, and we had a power outage here in our area over here. And it knocked us offline, and we went offline, and then by the time, the router has to reboot, and then the connection has to reboot and everything has to come back up and everything. And when we went back on, she was still there. She just kept talking. She didn't stop.
She didn't stop.
She just improvised, She just kept talking, and she just I kept talking while you guys were gone, and that really impressed me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Ms. Walker won me over as far as
of course.
Her stories. Go back and listen to that interview and listen to her stories.
And if she wants to come back on again, we're definitely going to let her come back on again because of the power outage. We didn't have any control over that. That's FP&L. They always know when to shut your power off, and we paid the bill. We did pay the bill, so I don't know what's going on with that, but
that's over here all the time. I mean, I've been complaining about this over here for a decade now. All you see throughout the day today, it's been happening all day. I mean, it's like the transformer or something just blinks out, and it's been happening all day here. I mean, so I was surprised because it happened twice this morning, and it happened again probably around about 1 o'clock. The power went out for about a minute, and then it came back on. But this is something, like I say, I've been complaining about over here for years now, and it's like going to deaf ears over here. I don't know why these trolls come in here every week.
These chat bots, they come in and put something stupid into the chat. And guess what? We ban them and delete their comments. So they're blocked. They can't come back on. They're not from that platform. Maybe they can go and create another account. But guess what? Every time they come on here, we're gonna block you. We're not even playing with you on here. Okay? We didn't come here to play.
No.
And that goes for anybody that want to come on here and put anything crazy into the comment section and say something stupid in here about whatever. And we don't have any problem banning you and blocking you over here. So we're gonna keep it classy and professional over here. That's how we rock over here with the Adams Brothers Podcast. So again, we had Veronica Ann Walker. Outstanding interview. With the exception of the power failure here, the outage temporary. The power came back up. The routers came back up. Everything came back on, and we continue with the interview. So if you go back and watch it, just stay with the interview. Just fast forward a little bit, and you'll see that we finished up the interview. Okay. So good job, Veronica. Walker will definitely be telling all of our family and friends about you because you did an outstanding job. She's running for Broward County Judge in group number 11. So her name will be on the August the 18th primary election ballot. Veronica Walker. Okay.
And also go back and watch our interview we had on Monday with Miss Cynthia Dominique. She's running for the school board, District 7.
Yes.
That was a great interview too with Miss Cynthia Dominique, school board District 7. And she's a Broward native, a nurse practitioner, nurse educator, U.S. Army veteran for more than 23 years.
23 years.
Yep. So go back and watch that interview from Monday with Miss Cynthia Dominique. Like I say, she did an excellent job too.
Yes.
I was impressed by Miss Dominique. So,
and we invite these candidates on here to help educate the public. That means you guys out there in Facebook and YouTube land that's watching right now. We invite these people on here and these candidates on here, and we ask them tough questions, so that you can say, okay, I like the way he or she answered that question. And when you get to the polls, you know you have a really good idea. You could bubble in, I'm voting for this person or this person, him or her. You already know who you're going there to vote. What I don't want to happen is, like it happens every election, we could get on here and interview candidates for 6 months. And the day of the election, we'll have people call us when they're at the polls, and they'll say, hey, who should I be voting for? What judge should I don't know anything about who are these judges? Well, this is why we have a podcast, a platform. We interview these candidates, so you'll have a pretty good idea of who they are by watching the podcast. This is educational for the community, for the people of Broward County, South Florida, the nation. You know, we try and get the candidates from all over the state and the country on here, not just Deerfield Beach. So please, ma'am, please, sir, go back and watch the interviews. Go back and watch the playbacks of Miss
Dominique and Miss Walker.
And Miss Walker.
Yes.
Please, Mr. Fry, David Fry.
Yeah.
He was on here. Go back, and we have on Monday we have Sheila Sherfless McCormick. She'll be here on Monday afternoon at 5:30, I believe. 5:30. And then next Wednesday, we have attorney Tamar Hamilton. She's running for Broward County Judge in 17th Judicial Court, I believe it is, in Group 52. So Tamar Hamilton will be here next week. So we're lined up, man. We got people calling us left and right. They want to come on, and the hottest podcast. This is no doubt, and it's not bragging when it's true. Okay, everybody knows who the Adams Brothers is. We have a very good reputation of asking tough questions, and we have a very good reputation of helping get candidates elected. You know,
how you doing, Matt?
Hey, Matt Pelletieri. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, and we always say, don't just vote. Get informed first. Know who you're voting for. Yeah. Don't listen to someone else. Do your homework. Go look these people up. I mean, look on YouTube. I mean, most of these people have done candidate forums and just go and look how they answer the questions. Just like I say again, don't just vote. Get informed first before you go and vote, and don't just go off of what someone else say. Just do your homework. Take 30-40 minutes while you're scrolling on social media. Put that person's name in there if you're not sure, and just go, because I'm quite sure on social media they will pop up on some interview that they did. I mean, you know, look at Congressional District 20. That has been a hot race. Like last week, they had Mount Hermon hosted a candidate Q&A pretty much last year. That was, last week, that was hosted by Marsha Ellison of the NAACP. And they asked tough questions to
Uncle Luke,
Uncle
Sheila
Luke.
Sherfless,
Yeah.
Dale Holdness, and Mr. I forgot.
Was his name Jones or something? The Haitian guy?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't have
Yeah,
his name.
Elijah Manley.
Elijah Manley, yes.
I mean, it was very good. All you gotta do is go back on Mount Herman, or either go back on Mount Herman Facebook page, or go back on Mount Herman AME in Fort Lauderdale YouTube page, and watch that Q&A. Watch how they answer the questions. I mean, that is very important. You know, that is very important. Don't just go by what someone else telling you to vote. Do your homework yourself.
Yeah, get your. I think you can have. They send you something in the mail where you can already bubble in everything. The candidates, and they send you like a sample ballot.
Yeah.
And you just go down that sample ballot and you bubble in everything that you've already did your homework. You know, and you watch the podcast. And you say, I like this judge. I like this person. I like this person. You already have regardless of who you're voting for, you know. Our job is to interview these people and these candidates and put them before you and let you make a intelligent decision on who you should vote for. Bubble it in and take that sample ballot with you to the polls so you already know who you're going to vote for. You don't have to sit there and then we're getting calls from people at the polls. Hey, Wayne, hey, Daryl, I don't know who this judge is here. You know, they don't tell you anything. Should you retain this judge or should you not retain this judge?
Your homework to do.
Do your homework, people. I mean, do your homework. Stop being lazy. I always say don't be a dummy with a smartphone, okay? You have a smartphone at your disposal. Everybody has a smartphone, okay? Where's the camera? Right there. Everybody knows what a smartphone is. Don't be a dummy with the smartphone. Use it to your advantage, okay? So, with that being said, hey, thank you, Matt. We'll really appreciate you for those kind comments there.
Yes.
So, again, thank you all for tuning in. This is the Pop-Up Podcast where we just talk about any and every little thing that we want to talk about. We don't have a topic here. You know, if you guys want to talk about something,
welcome to call in too.
We'll
take a few calls.
You could call in. I want to make sure my phone is connected here. I think it is.
And we have some city news here too. The tomorrow night at 7:00 at the Johnny Tigna Community Center, there's a Solid Waste Authority of Broward County Master Plan, and that's tomorrow night at the Johnny Tigna Center at 7 p.m. It's going to be a solid waste master plan, so they're going to be doing that at the Johnny Tigna Center tomorrow, Thursday, July 30th. So that's something definitely you want to definitely look out for. And also, I know I was looking online today where we saw Congressman Jared Moskowitz was here, and he presented a check. I wish we had, put the check up. He had presented a check to the city of Deerfield Beach. Let me read it right now. It says, "Great day in this off the city of Deerfield Beach website. It says, great day in Deerfield Beach. Congressman Jared Moskowitz presented funding for phase 2 of the MLK Jr. Avenue Stormwater Project to help mitigate flooding along the corridor and keep our neighborhood safe. While in town, Congressman Moskowitz also got a tour of the historic Brahilda Richardson Knowles Memorial Park and Historic Cemetery to see the deep roots and rich history of our community firsthand." And it says investing in our infrastructure and preserving our history. So yeah, they got pictures on there with commissioners and the Commissioner Preston and Congressman Moskowitz and the city manager, Brumlow. And the check is for $1,092,000.
Kudos.
So, that's money. And I know they're planning on, and they've been talking about this for the longest, about doing the drainage. And there's a lot of areas in this city that has drainage issues. We already know over by the middle school, Southeast 8th Avenue over there. But this is definitely going to hopefully alleviate some of the problems on MLK. When you come down there, it's like, I know those houses over there, it's been like that for over 40 years now. So hopefully that money that the congressman help, I'm quite sure help facilitate through the capital made its way to Deerfield. So hopefully you look for those projects to start soon too. And if you go back and look, I said on the City of Deerfield Beach website, you will see the photographs and you will see the pictures there. Also on anyone traveling the 48th Street overpass, the bridge over 95, on August 2nd, they are going to close that area down, going to close it down. Can you imagine traffic over there in that area for a whole year? So that bridge is going to be closed over there on Northeast 48th. And school starts on August 10th. Can you imagine the gridlock? I would hope people would get out early, get your kids to school early, because it's going to be gridlock like that for over a year. And they saying the bridge is going to be closed for a year. So
that's on the southeast side. Don't forget about the 10th Street project we got coming through here too. You know, so that's a 7-year project. It's going to be a nightmare here trying to
navigate your way around.
Navigate your way through the city. You know, you better know some back roads here over the next. You better know your way around Deerfield, Coconut Creek, Pompano area here, Boca Raton. So just be prepared for. Hello, Miss Wilson and Cornelius Riley. What's going on to the two former Boca Raton police officers? How you all doing this afternoon? Thank you for watching Matt Pelletier.
And congratulations to Cornelius Riley. He was inducted into the college. His college.
His brother posted that, didn't he?
Yeah, his college football Hall of Fame.
Peru State.
Peru State. Yeah. So congratulations, Cornelius Riley.
Congratulations.
That is a well-earned, well-deserved honor to go down and the school Peru State. I think Daryl said the college football, your college football Hall of Fame there at your college. So well-deserved. Cornelius, you always been a great guy. Always have been.
Played with Cornelius from Packer Rattler days. Him and I played. I was the tight end. Cornelius was the offensive. Was it the tackle? He was the tackle, right tackle in Packer at the Packer Rattlers. And in high school, we both played on defense. I was a cornerback and he was a linebacker. And he was everywhere, you know, same thing in college. So it's well deserved, man. Cornelius Riley was all over the place. Just about every play. Cornelius Riley on the play, you know. So and he took that on the Peru State, man. And
I wish we had to put it up. If we had,
I just thought about it. Yeah. I thought about it. You know, I was running a little late today. We will put it up on our page. Though.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Because I'm looking at it right now.
Put it up on our page, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Go ahead and read it off there. I know Ted posted it. I think it was Ted.
Yeah, he just wrote on there. Congratulations to my brother on making the college Hall of Fame. God is good all the time. Class of 2026. And and it says right here, I had to take my glasses off and read this. It says, a tough, hard-nosed safety on some Peru State greatest team, Cornelius Riley was recognized multiple times for his play. In 1989, Deerfield Beach, Florida native Riley earned Tri-State Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Week accolades, and after the season was named to the Omaha World Herald All-Nebraska NAIA or 1A football team, and as a Tri-State Athletic Conference honorable mention. And I'm just trying to read from the article that was put up.
And I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Right. And it says in 1990, the newly elected homecoming king, Riley earned Tri-State Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Week 2 times. He also earned Tri-State Athletic All-Conference First Team Division 2 All-American honorable mention as the Bobcats won the NAIA Division II National Championship. Riley finished his career as the second all-time leading tackler at Peru State with 418 tackles. He then went on to serve 25 years on the Boca Raton Police Department. Congratulations to your service here to the folks here in Deerfield Beach and Palm Beach County. It's a great honor, Cornelius.
He's still working in law enforcement.
Still working in law
enforcement. Time for you to get out of that, my brother, and enjoy life, man.
Yep.
I know
you couldn't ask for a
know.
better guy than Cornelius.
Yeah, good
He's
guy, great
He's
guy.
an all-around great person.
We worked with his dad, Cornelius Riley Sr.
Yep.
The city of Deerfield.
The city of Deerfield.
Yeah, the late Cornelius Riley Sr. Yeah. So
Goat. Rest in peace,
Goat.
Goat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah. And it was an honor too. I asked Cornelius to speak when they dedicated the building to my dad. So I couldn't think of a better person to speak. Him, Tony Sands, Ricky Reed, Reverend Nose was some of the people that spoke. So
and Darryl Ring was also a part of Peru State. Adrian Whitty, I think his name was Brett Jordan. I think it was Brett, if I'm not mistaken. I remember him, and it was somebody else, but I know it was Adrian Whitty was there, and Darryl Ring, and Cornelius Riley. Yes, Brett Jordan. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Yep.
And they were all from Deerfield, so Deerfield got some. We had some ballers, man. They could ball and playmakers.
Yeah.
All of those guys that were playmakers in high school and Packer Rattlers.
Ted, and said.
Yeah, and Ted too. Yeah, that's right, Ted. Yeah, Ted was a quarterback in high school. So we all came through the Packer Rattlers. I don't know about Brett. I don't know if he came through the Packer Rattlers, played for the Packer Rattlers, but I know we certainly did. And I played with all them boys back there. Out there in the Sand Spurs and all that stuff back there. So coached by some of the greatest. Well, we coached Willie Neal, Joe Neal, Sam Neal, Jimmy Lamar, Jimbo, Norville Scott, we were coached by
Robert Bailey,
our dad,
Neal.
Some of the best coaches, they legends here. Clyde Bennett.
Yeah, Calvin McCoy, everyone was out there.
Yeah, can't forget about the legend, the GOAT, Calvin McCoy. So
our trainers back then, Mr. Green, Mr. Benny Green, Mr. Green was the trainer back in those days. So those were some good times.
Even Cleve George was out there back in those days.
A lot of people was out there. Terry Scott, the father, all of them.
Terry Scott Sr. Yeah.
Actually, he gave Adrian Stewart the name Hollywood. I remember back in the days. He was the one who gave Adrian that name. Terry Scott Sr. gave him that name Hollywood.
Never forget those days, man.
James Long, the late James Long, who just passed here some months ago. Coach Long, rest in peace. I always used to see Coach Long. Whenever I saw him, I'll say this whenever in the future, whenever I saw Coach Long, he would always say, "I'm proud of you, what you've become." And he would always say that. He was always encouraging guy. I got to say that about all the coaches that was out there. Whenever they would see us, they would always say how proud they were. And that means more than anything.
Yeah, and just to share a little story about Cornelius, we were playing the Delray Rocks out at Westside Park, Oviedo McKeithen today, and the score was 0-0, and Willie Neal called shotgun yellow pass, which that was me. Alex Johnson was the other tight end. Alex Johnson was shotgun red pass. So Coach Willie Neal looked at me. He said, "Adams, shotgun." He did like that, shotgun yellow. So I shook my head. I knew what it was because they were leaving the middle of the field open. I kept telling Coach Willie Neal, I was like, "Coach, they leaving the middle of the field open." I said, "He can't guard me." So he called my play. He said, "Adams, you damn better catch it too, or I'm gonna put that board on your ASS." So I already knew if I dropped the ball, what I was gonna get put in the bullpen or something like that on Monday. And Cornelius Riley, like I said, he was next to me. He was the offensive tackle on the right side. He was right next to me. So Sherman Gammons was the quarterback. So they called the play, and I got bumped right at the line of scrimmage. So I kind of stumbled a little bit, and it was a quick look-in pass to the left, right across the middle. And just as soon as I went across the middle, I looked up, the ball was coming already. Sherman threw the ball, and they almost sacked him. And he just dumped the ball across the middle. And it was about 8 inches from the ground. When I looked up, I just stuck my hands down to the bottom, and I kind of stumbled a little bit when I was running for the ball, and I just got my little fingertips on it. I mean, really, the tip of my fingers. And I tipped the ball up, and I caught it with my other hand, and we ended up beating the Delray Rock 6-0. And I was talking smack. You know, I was talking smack to the Delray guys back there, and I was just, you can't guard me. And I cussed a little bit too. I'm not gonna say what I said. You know, I was cussing, and next thing I know, I felt somebody grab me on my shoulder. Man, get your ass, you know, get on back over here, man. They're gonna call the flag on us. So I was just talking smack, but it was Cornelius. He came and grabbed me and pulled me over there, man. Get back there. And I knew I didn't want none of Willie Neal either, so I had to shut up. But needless to say, we went ahead and we beat the Delray Rock 6-0. And I believe we knocked them out of the playoffs that year. It was 6-0. So that was one of my little stories I had to tell. I have more from high school too, but that's just one of the ones that I remember from the Packer Rattler days out there. So Cornelius Riley, man, congratulations to you, man. Hall of Fame up there at Peru State. Well deserved. So,
well deserved.
Yeah. Congratulations to you. Yep. What else you got?
Not really much, like I say.
We're not gonna be on here that long.
We just wanted to I don't know when. I'm trying to see when is the next commission meeting. I know they got one more for the charter review committees recommendations. For people that's not been follow this situation here in Deerfield Beach. They're gonna be most likely on the referendum in November, where the city of Deerfield Beach, 3 commissioners, Hudak, Plott, and the mayor, have went on something. I mean, they've been on our podcast, Commissioner Plott and the mayor, but they was on our podcast and they were saying that they would like to keep the elections
in March.
And now all of a sudden now they want to change the elections to
November.
The
general election.
They want to change it, the general election now, and so people would have to vote on that. We're going to have to vote on that in November.
Have to be a referendum on that.
And I feel like it's all because of their police department they're trying to build. They don't know my stance, and they think they know. They don't know. They don't know jack. But the thing is, all of a sudden now I have invested in my campaign. I got people made flyers, and all of a sudden now they want to come and they want to change the date from the election which is originally was scheduled for March 9th, 2027. And not saying it's going to change, because we got to vote. And I'm asking everyone right now to vote no to changing the elections from March to November. That will give the commissioners that's in office right now extra 20 months to stay in office. And they're also asking for a supermajority. Vote no on that too. A supermajority to, if they ever want to go back to
BSO,
Broward Sheriff, any entity that want to do the law enforcement, it will take a supermajority, which will probably be 4 votes. The thing is, if they wouldn't have been able to even leave BSO, because they wouldn't have been able to meet that threshold, even going. But now Commissioner Hudak all of a sudden comes out his big bag of tricks, and this is what he wants to put in place to, well, I guess their legacy or whatever. And again, I don't have nothing against these people, but I thought they were better people than that. I really did. I didn't think they would play these type of political shenanigans, trying to move the date of the election. And that's what they're doing. I mean, they came on our podcast, the Mayor Drosky, he came here and we asked him about that specifically. And he said he would like to keep the election in March. We had Commissioner Plott before, when he was running, he came on and he said he would like to keep the elections in March. We had Commissioner Shinesky when he was running. He also said it too. Commissioner Preston said. So they wouldn't have even been able to meet that threshold to leave BSO. And, they all wanted to keep the elections in March. And I'm quite sure Commissioner Hudak felt the same way up until this police department came along. And then all of a sudden now, okay, we're listening to the people. So yeah, I know you're putting it on the ballot for the people to vote. And I'm just asking the people right now to vote it down. Because if not, you're going to have them in office for a whole nother 20 months. Okay? You're going to have the same commissioner.
Up front, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like they did Commissioner Pam Melatello when she was in office.
Right.
She knew she was only going to be there 2 years, you know.
Right. Before she have to run again.
Had the voters known, I think they would have been more accepting of it, you know.
Right.
But just to try and shove it on the ballot and say, oh, well, that's what you all been asking for.
Yeah.
You know.
Come on, that's so phony and fake.
Not right. It's chess move. That's what it is.
And that's what it is.
You know,
and I know they probably upset with me, but I don't care. I mean, to see what y'all doing right now, again, I thought they were better men than that to play a political ploy. And that's all. This is why people lose. This is why people don't have confidence in politicians on both sides of the aisle. They don't. This same political shenanigans is what has been plaguing our city here in Deerfield Beach for over 40 years. And it never changes. The faces change, but the shenanigans never change. Yeah. It's the same old foolishness. And I'm tired of it myself, personally.
Yeah, I mean, certain things in and I agree with them, certain things like when you call down to the Broward County Sheriff's Office, it's hard to get in contact with somebody down there. The phones just ring. But those things can be corrected, you know? And they said they wanted more fiscal responsibility and more control over the budgets and all of this and that. And I don't get me wrong, I get all of that, but that can be negotiated, you know? Pompano Beach just voted to go back with BSO. They voted on a 3-year contract extension with BSO for $71 million a year and a 5% increase per year. So the sheriff can't come and say, I need 10%. It clearly says, to my understanding of the contract, it says 5%. So they did say they're going to have to look into their own police department in the future. But now is not the right time because it's going to cost them too much money.
We don't even know how the vote in November going to go on the property taxes. And they're still not giving us the full figures here in Deerfield as far as what will a cop make here? What are the salaries? They still haven't told us that. And they're not going to start hiring until April. But we know, like Daryl said, the chess move. Okay, well, we figured Wayne's going to get in there. We figure whoever else, Joe Miller or whoever else, Joe Chauncey so let's just put all this through right now. Let's stall the election first. Let's throw it out there. Let's stall the election. Let's give that to the voters. They've been asking for that. So let's give it to them now. But how about why this election here? We so close. We're less than a year. So why change the next election? Why not do it down the road? And I heard they was given those options in the charter review. They were giving those options. So in the future, let's just say, well, whoever get elected from this time here, they're going to stay in office an extra 11 or 12 months now. So we can get the election in November.
They'll know in advance, though.
Yeah, so they'll know in advance. Look, I have no problem in the elections going to November, long as it's done the right way and with being transparent. I don't have a problem with that, but don't try to pull this shenanigan what those 3 commissioners up there trying to pull right now. That don't set right with me. And it shouldn't set right with anyone in Deerfield that's know of fair play and believes in being honest and fair play, because they're playing politics up there right now. And I never thought the day that I'll see those guys do that. That just shows you, sometimes you think, you think the best of people and,
Well, we've gotten a lot of calls on those 3, the mayor and the other commissioners. And the taxpayers are, they're very, very upset, about what's going on. And they're all saying that they ever tried to run for something else and at the county or the state or whatever level, the federal level, that they never vote for them again. And that's just how the people feel,
Yeah.
They
I feel like they're trying to sabotage my election.
They feel like they're not being listened to. That they're not listening to the people, and we keep hearing that over and over and over again.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm not running for no political office because I don't want that headache.
And again, I'm running because I want to make a difference. I'm tired of sitting on the sideline complaining like everyone else in our community do. All they do is sit on the sideline and complain. Get off your behind and let's do something. Let's change. Let's change what's going on here. And that was my plan all the time to do. But I feel like those three are trying to sabotage my election. And I take that personal. Yes. So if everybody told me you sound like you were upset the last time, yeah, because I know what they're trying to do. And I feel like, and I don't have a choice. What if when Commissioner Plott was running here a year or two ago, a year or whatever the time he's been in office, what if they had did that to him?
They didn't have the votes to do
what if that had been done to him? How would he feel? He's out there in the middle of election and all of a sudden they go change the date. Why not let's change the date down the road? Why this election right here? But that's okay. Well, it's gonna backfire in y'all face.
You want me to give you the answer to that? This is the reason why Matt Pelletier said it. He said that you guys are doing well. Stay on point. You are making a difference.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, of course.
Making a difference. And people are watching. People are, they tune into our podcast. Not just from this district, but from every district here.
In Pompano, everywhere.
From everywhere.
Yeah.
So if they're not here live, they go back and watch it. And they, we're making a difference, okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to keep on making a difference. And we're
educating the public.
We're going to keep educating the public. And it's a good day to get into some good trouble.
Yeah. Because, just all the charter amendments, folks, all the beach charter amendments, it's a lot on that ballot come November. You're going to have the property tax. It's a lot. Don't just vote. Be and stay informed. Stay informed of the shenanigans and you go look at Pompano. Pompano is on fire too. They just voted Costco's down. They were going to put Costco's, I believe in Collier City.
It's out in Palmyra area.
It was a 3-3 vote, which I'm quite sure Costco is gonna sue.
Perkins, Fessick, and Foreigner. They all voted they voted against Costco coming in. The mayor and I forget the other commissioner name. They voted for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pompano is on fire just like Deerfield right now. You look at the dissension that's going on there. It's just like here. It's just like here, but the good thing is I'm glad people are waking up, seeing what's going on in their communities. And sometimes it takes this to really see who you elected in that office, to see their motives. There's no way I could have ever sat up there and did what they're doing right now. I'm sorry, I got more integrity than that. I don't care if I like that person that's running over there or not. I don't have to be petty. I don't have to do stuff like that. I'm a man. I got character. And that's why I say I'm running. And the day that I can't have character and integrity, y'all can have it. Give it to someone else. Because my name, Adams' name, mean more to me. I love this city. I'm from here. So the day that I got to sit up there and pull those shenanigans, that Plott, Drosky, and Hudak pulled, then y'all can have it. I'm out of there. And I promise you that. I'm gone. Because I got character and I got integrity. But that's all I want to say. I'm ready to get off of here. It's been a long day. It just disheartens me. You're here in this city and you want to run to make a difference, and you have people here that pulling stunts like that.
They always say, stop scaring the people. It's not what you think, and
stop fooling the people.
And they'll say when they first came out with this, and the recommendations came in from the Charter Review Board. Oh, stop scaring the people. No, it's not what you guys thinking. And then fast forward a month later, it is exactly what everybody was saying. Yeah. So, and Everybody knows these are chess moves. So
Yeah.
regardless of what they say, we praise them when they do the right thing,
Yeah.
and we call them out when we think that they're not doing the right thing.
And
So
that's
if
what they're
can't
being right
respect
now.
that, then that's on them.
Yeah.
We've
And-
been doing this for 6 years now.
And we
haven't
gave them their
always-
credit.
We haven't always agreed with the decisions that they made up there, but we respectfully debated them and disagreed with them. We're not calling them out of their names. We're just letting them know we don't agree
I never
with
do that.
what you all are doing and how you all are doing it.
Yeah.
And if you don't change, then we'll take this same frustration to the polls.
In November. And I'm going to do everything in my power, and hopefully and everybody else around this city do everything in their power to defeat that supermajority and defeat moving the elections from March 2027 to November of 2028. I ask everyone out there, let's defeat that, and let's defeat whatever they're trying to do with the beach, with the charter moves that they're making on the beach. I understand they want development to come in here. I want sensible, and we always say that. They'll always correct me and say sensible development. Everybody want to see this city flourish. I definitely want to see it flourish. I want to see moves made, Dixie Highway. I want to see, but you go back and look, everything has came to a standstill in this city through that police department. Everything, you don't hear nothing about nothing.
Dixie Highway,
It's just
you don't
been,
even hear about
it's
it.
just been, everything has been about this police department, and it has divided this city.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, you let a police department divide you. I mean, but and there's a lot of blame out there to go around. We have said that openly on here. It's a lot of blame to go around, but now you're making moves trying to affect the election because of your police department. Nah. Right there, you lose me right there, and you lose me. And again, I ask everyone out there, come November, when you go vote no for moving the election from March to November, and vote no for the supermajority, because I already know this somewhere people gonna get behind these PACs and super PACs, and you're gonna see all these ads go to popping up on Facebook. Trying to say to move the elections when all before they were for keeping the elections in March. Okay. And then at the end, Commissioner Hudak, he comes up with a supermajority to protect the legacy of what they're trying to build. We see what's going on. I see what's going on.
Where was the supermajority when they voted to go leave BSO, terminate services with BSO, and go back to the Deerfield Beach Police Department? Where was the supermajority then? They didn't
playing fair.
They didn't ask for a supermajority then, but once they put it in place, okay, now they start spending money and interviewing, transitional chiefs and everything. Well, now we got to put in a supermajority because somebody might come and change it, and we're going to lose all this money.
Why take that power from someone 20 years from now? 20 years from now,
Sounds
30,
like
you
what
don't
they're
even
doing at the
know.
federal level.
You don't even know what could be going on 30 years from now. But why tie someone hands up like that? Why? It makes no sense.
No.
But at the end, Commissioner Hudak, he decides to come in at the last minute, and he throws that in there, and he's going to watch this. He's going to watch it. He always been a strange guy anyway. When you see him, like I said, his energy just never mesh with me. When he seen me, he always he tried to turn his head like he didn't see me. It's all good though. It's all good. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with someone not vibing with me. I'm okay with that. Because one thing I do know, and you can ask anybody up there sitting on that dais right now and sitting in the past, one thing about me, I always treated you with respect. Regardless of what you done, I was always cordial. I didn't see you and turn a blind eye like I didn't see you. If I saw Commissioner Hudak today, like I saw him over at Memorial's Day, I shook his hand.
But it's just a disagreement. That's all. We're just disagreeing with what.
But they're not gonna take it that way. They take things personal.
Any other way,
and then they always talking about someone trying to fear monger and all of that. It's always about fear mongering.
We don't do that over here.
No one's fear mongering.
Talk about facts over here.
Everyone
So,
see what's going on here in this city. Everyone see what those charter review. Everyone see what's going on. You know, everyone see. Don't think no one don't see.
well, we're gonna have a lot of sound bites when the election time comes, and whenever if it's 2 years from now or whatever, 3 years from now, we'll have a lot of
Yeah, we're
sound
gonna
bites.
craft those sound bites up
We'll
when you were
have
on this
them.
podcast.
We'll have a lot of sound bites. And just keep on giving it to the people. I mean, it's
And we don't have nothing against you. Let me look in the camera and say this. Cause y'all, how would you say it? You're sensitive. We already know that. You're very sensitive. Okay?
we disagree.
Me and Daryl don't have we disagree with you. We don't have nothing personal against you.
Disagreement. That's all.
When you do good, we always praise you. Everybody at that city that did good, we praise
They know
them.
that.
We put them on our podcast page. Y'all know that. So don't go behind the scenes trying to demonize us. That's the last thing I think you want to do. So don't try that. Because we have gave you your just due. We have gave you your credit.
Yep. Let's see what he says. Greg, Mr. Can't pronounce your last name, sir, but I'm gonna read this. Agree or not, proposing amendments in. Let me read it from over here. It's better for me to read it from down here. It's a little blurry over there. Agree or not, proposing amendments is the right thing to do as a sitting commissioner per the provisions of the charter. The next citizen-led charter amendment should be to amend the charter. So future amendments to the charter can only be introduced by citizen-led initiative.
I agree.
That's good. That's
yes. And they have a right to put it on the ballot because I always say, let the people vote. I sternly believe that.
You always ask the people.
Yes. I'm a true believer in that, Mr. Havlicek. As a commissioner, you have a right to put it on there. It's just the timing of this. The timing of this, especially with the moving of the election, is suspicious. The optics don't seem right. And as I said earlier, I have no problem with them wanting to move the election. Yes, you'll get more participation if you do, but let's do it.
Focus off of the local election.
Let's do it in a way that everyone is aware of down the road. If a commissioner was going to serve an extra 10 or 11 or 12 months, let's put it in on the ballot that whoever votes for it
they know in advance
that this is what's being proposed. Not just in the middle of the ball game change the election. And that's where my disagreement with them come in. And that's why I say I take it personal that they're doing that. Not personal that I dislike them or it's never that serious with me. No, never. But and
they know that.
Of course they know that because I had conversations with them personally, so they know how I really feel. Yeah. But I feel like also that they're trying to sabotage my election right now. So yes, I should take that personal. Not personal to where I don't speak to them. If I see them, I'm gonna walk right up to them if they choose to, and I'll still shake their hand.
If you see them in
I'll
public,
still shake their hand. I'm a man.
I'm sure you will let them know that in person too. You know, in a nice, professional way. I think this is what you guys are doing to me. You know, trying to do. You know,
and they might disagree, and they have the right. But I'm not gonna sit up there and argue with them or make some scene. I'll tell them what I have to say, shake their hand, and walk away. That's it. That's me.
Still shake their hands every time I see them
everywhere,
and look them right in the eye. And I don't have no
animosity. They know that
towards you guys. We just don't agree with what you all are doing. Period. That's all. And that's a lot of other people that comes to City Hall and they sit out in the audience and they disagree too.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have that right to redress their grievances.
Exactly.
You know, with the government, the local government here, you know, so it is what it is. So
that's what I say. I mean, again, say it one more time. I don't have no animosity. I don't harbor no animosity against any of the commissioners. I think they're nice people.
They are nice people.
They are.
They are. Nobody's.
I just think what
Say
they're
that they're
doing
bad
right now
people,
is
but,
is the lead that what they're doing now is wrong. That's
Yeah.
all. It's constructive
A
criticism.
lot of people feel that way.
And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it just to soothe their soul or make them feel better. No, I'm telling you exactly how I feel. And you, maybe if we see each other, you could come tell me why you're doing this. If you choose to, you don't have to. I'm just saying, man, I'll listen. I'm not with name calling and all of that. Y'all will never see me do that. I could never do that. That's not me. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to name calling.
I think those
No.
commissioners up there should utilize what God gave all of us, and that's 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should listen
To the people.
more than you talk and you speak. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should always listen to the people more than you talk. And that's my little
Closing.
advice to you. My closing advice to the commissioner: listen more
To the people.
and stop doing so much talking. Listen to the people, because if you don't listen to them, you will feel them at the polls. Okay? Nobody wants to elect politicians that don't listen to the people. That's just, people are fed up. We pay our taxes, and you're pretty much saying, just give me your tax dollars and we're gonna do what the
Trust in
hell
us.
we want to do with it, and we don't want to hear any input from you. Is that how you? If that's how you think, we're gonna make sure we ask these candidates when they run for office. Here, what do you think about listening to the people? That's gonna be some of our main questions.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think about listening to the people? And I want you to look into that camera, and I want you to tell, what do you think about listening to the people and letting the people vote on these issues here? And which they're doing that, but they're doing it in a nice, crafty way. It's all good. It's all good though.
I was up there at a charter review meeting that they had, and I just saw the people coming up there time after time after time after time saying they didn't want this, they didn't want that. And I know we always hear of this silent majority, and I'm quite sure it's a silent majority, but if they're not speaking, then they're not. I mean, if they're just calling you on the phone, what good is that? You need to hear from that silent majority. I learned that long time ago. You could be a silent majority all you want. That's not going to get you nowhere. It really isn't. We didn't win the rights that we have right now by being silent and staying silent. We had to make noise. That's how we got the rights as Black Americans. We had to stir things up.
Stay in good trouble
to get a lot of rights that we have now. So that silent majority, just imagine if people had stayed silent in the 60s and the 50s and the 40s, we wouldn't have that right. And they always speak of that silent majority. But as I was up there to the meetings and watched every charter review meeting, all they had to do was really listen to the people.
2 ears and 1 mouth.
And quit trying to demonize those people as being in groups and okay, it is, but they're at the meeting and they're voicing their grievances.
I like what Diana Rice said. Hello, Diana, our friend. We love you, Diana. You and your husband, Mr. Rice. There, we saw him in there. Diana said, and I agree with you. Most people listen to respond, and not to understand.
Yep.
I agree with you 120%.
Yeah.
People listen to respond.
Yep.
Our mom was like that too. Well, let me shut up. Yeah, so my mom gonna throw something at me when I get that to the house. She might, I heard what you said about me, So, but I'm gonna keep saying this: 2 ears and 1 mouth. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more than you talk. Okay, listen to the people. And if you don't start listening to the people, you're gonna find out at the polls when you don't listen to the people. Okay, I don't care what level of
what party
politics and what party you in. I don't care nothing about that.
Yep.
Democrat, Republican, Independent. If you get up there on the dais up there and you're elected official and you don't listen to the people, you're not gonna be in that office very long. Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
So that's gonna be one of my questions. I promise you all that's out there watching right now on Facebook and YouTube land. When you see a politician that's coming running for office here, I don't care if at the county level, the judges, from here on out until the election day, I'm gonna ask them all. Will you listen to the people?
Well, they're gonna tell you what.
Oh, I know they will.
They're gonna tell you what you want to hear.
But it's gonna be recorded though, and if they don't listen to the people, guess what? You got a lot of sound bites, a lot of sound drops.
And one thing I know, when you're whatever, you're gonna have to make tough decisions. Sometimes that might go against your constituents. That's okay.
Absolutely.
That's gonna happen because you're not gonna satisfy every constituent that you have. So one constituent gonna feel one way, and you might have 40, you might have 200 over here feel one way, and you might have 10. You're not gonna be able to satisfy everyone. We're aware of that.
Yeah.
We're aware, but most of the time, just try to listen. And like I say, I watched every meeting. I attended the meeting when I spoke and begged them not to change the date of the election. Again, all I heard was people from the beach, Save Our Beach, and other people coming up there asking them not to change. And again, let's go back to sensible development. We already, look, everyone I think wants sensible development here. I don't want this city to stay. I know I touched on it earlier, then I got off. I don't want this city to stay like it is. This city has a lot of potential. I always hear people say, well, we don't want to look like Boca and Pompano. Well, when I go to Boca and those, I feel very good. I mean, their vibe is nice. Yeah. And all I want is the Deerfield to have that same vibe, like you're being welcome there.
It's not always going to be this little sleepy town, people. Okay, if that's what you think, then you're wrong. Okay,
right.
I understand about the big, huge building, the skyscrapers on it. I get that, but and I'm all for that. I won't want to see that on the beach either. But you're gonna have development. Okay, sensible development. We're gonna have that no matter what. You need that in order for this city to thrive. You have to have development. Now you have to bring in more people that wants to live here, and the population has to continue to grow, and that brings in jobs and money to the local economy and businesses. That's how
that want to come here.
That's how it works. That's how the economics work.
Yeah.
So what does that say? Deerfield activists. It's the benefits. It benefits them. They will do it all in
their power to change it.
I need to read it here. If it benefits them, they will do all in their power to change it. Okay, Deerfield, that's activist Deerfield Beach.
And I understand again that I understand where some in the commission are saying about they want to see development, but get with the people. That's all I ask you to do. Get with the people over there and come up with viable solutions over there. I think if everybody put their heads together, take the emotions out, and work together, I think you can find a solution to what everyone want on that beach over there. Again, they already said they don't want those huge monstrous buildings over there.
Yeah.
So quit trying to do it. They don't want it.
Well, the developers got all the money, and the developers got billions. They got billions of dollars. Most people we don't make a whole lot of money. We make, we're just, the average middle class American. Most of us, but the billionaires come in here with all this money and they want to tear down neighborhoods and buy up restaurants and put big buildings up with homes and businesses at the bottom, their homes here. That brings in, that's money for them.
Yeah.
You know how much a property, one condo or one apartment goes for these days? It's crazy. It's like California. South Florida is unaffordable. Florida is quickly becoming unaffordable. It's unaffordable now to live here. People are moving out of here faster than they're moving in.
Yeah.
Because you can't afford to live here. And we get that,
I just like to see what's gonna happen in November with that, with the property tax. If that comes about, if that passes
60%
with the 60% of the threshold, it's gonna be a lot of major changes gonna have to happen. I mean, these politicians gonna have to do things different.
Yeah, they're not gonna want to give out cost of livings, and
it's a lot.
They're gonna want you to maybe take a furlough day here and there.
And I ain't trying to scare no one. I'm just saying that's gonna make them, the politicians, more. They're gonna have to tighten the wallet. They're gonna have to tighten the pocketbooks and the wallets of the taxpayers throughout whatever it is, 31 municipalities or 28 or 31 municipalities here in Broward County and throughout Florida. I mean, they're gonna have to tighten up. I mean, it's gonna cause some changes.
Fees,
a lot,
inspections, garbage, water rates gonna go up, sewer rates gonna go up, bulk pickup. You're only gonna get, instead of one a week. Let's just face it, we get catered to here in Deerfield Beach. You get one bulk with the claw truck per week. You get 2 garbage pickups curbside, 2 per week. Okay, you don't think they're gonna cut some of that stuff back? If they're gonna have to make cuts. Cut the budgets. All the budget's gonna take a 15-20% cut. Cost of livings. All of that stuff is gonna take a hit.
Yeah.
Your water bills is gonna go up. Everything is going to go up. The parking on the beach is gonna go up. And don't forget about those school zone cameras fees.
They'll be back up in a few weeks.
They'll be $500 here after a while for one ticket.
Yep. It always starts. One thing I noticed about Deerfield, they always start at one price.
Yeah.
And this is classic Deerfield Beach. I've been here all my life. Yeah. I've been an observer all my life to how they do business here. They'll start you low sometimes. And if it's at $100, give it about 3 years. That 100 will be 300.
Yeah.
Or 150 or 200.
Yeah. And don't forget about the school buses. They're installing AI on the school buses now. When those stop signs on the school buses go out like this here, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
When they go out,
the stop sign,
they're gonna have an artificial intelligence that takes a picture of your plate or your VIN number, whatever it does. And if you go around that bus when that stop sign is out, you're gonna get
they doing that in Miami-Dade now.
$225 fine or something like $250.
And that's good.
And they should.
Yeah,
they should.
That's
but
good.
that's those are the things that they're gonna put in place because they gotta make up money. And if you're a super speeder and all of this and that, you ought to. Those people ought to pay. They ought to pay. When it comes down to going around school bus and someone's kid is getting off the school bus and you got a potential to kill or hurt somebody, make them pay. Make them pay. I'm for that. So let's put this comment up about from Diana Rice. That's I'm gonna read it from over here because it's kind of blurry. Yes, the question is, how do we move towards progress while also protecting the people who live here, contribute to their communities, and pay taxes? We also need to be willing to examine the evidence. Too often, conversations trapped in echo chambers are driven by identity politics instead of facts, thoughtful dialogue, and solutions. We can care about people while also asking difficult questions and looking honestly at the data.
Exactly.
I 100% agree with you, Diana, and that's a very good observation, and that's a very good comment there. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And the Deerfield Beach said they already have the smart camera installed on the school bus. It's on the side off the school bus. Yeah, I know Miami-Dade have them.
Yeah.
And they definitely, I could never see myself trying to go around a school bus. I mean, why? You're gonna risk killing someone or injuring someone. No one should never do that. And if the fine was $500, I wouldn't have a problem with
either.
That. I really would.
Make it $1,000. I guarantee you they'll stop doing it then. Yeah. I mean, I know that's excessive, but please, if you want to, when it concerns the kids, I understand. If you don't want someone driving crazy through school zones and going around school buses because you decided to go out and turn up and go have you a drink and hang out with your buddies all night and come home 3:00 in the morning. And then the next day you're late for work. And now you gotta, the bus is gonna get in front of me. Throwing your hands up. I'm gonna be late for work. Well, be more responsible. You know?
Now let me say this here too. Those speed cameras, those are nothing but money makers for the city.
Oh, of course.
Those cash cows for the city, and they know it, because why is that camera running throughout the day? If anything, run it for 2 hours in the morning. I don't have a problem with that. 2 hours in the morning, maybe an hour after school.
2 hours before, 2 hours.
2 hours before, 2 hours after. But why run it throughout the whole day? That never made sense to me. And maybe it makes sense to someone else. It's just my opinion. I believe those cameras are a moneymaker for the city.
It is.
And they were using that money most likely to build their police department. And that's good.
But Tony,
if that's what you were gonna do,
threw a monkey wrench in it because they stopped monitoring them. Stop. You know,
we had the mayor on here. We asked him, Drosky, about why do it run throughout the day, and he gave us some type of
safety. When it comes to safety of the kids, they take that seriously. Yes, we all do. But
all day running the camera all day.
Yeah,
come on.
A couple hours before, if school starts at 7:30. Turn them on at 5:30.
Exactly. I don't have a problem 2 hours before and 2 hours after.
If it ends at 3:30, let it run to 5:30. I don't have a problem with that. But all on the weekends
Well, they don't do it on the weekend. Just doing the weekdays,
or
school days. They would do it. That's gonna be their next step. Okay. Trust me, that's coming. We already know how this city works. Like I just said earlier, they start out
not to come to Deerfield Beach and speed again.
Yeah. Soon as they get short on cash, okay, let's go off the backs of the residents and others that come through this city. Let's get them.
Yeah.
We already know how this city operates. Yeah. And it has always operated in that vacuum there. They always have.
Don't forget about Diana Ross. She has the I'm talking about Diana Ross. Yeah, you are a superstar like Diana Ross. Diana Rice. She has the Holistic Podcast. Go over and check her out. Whenever I get a chance to watch Diana, I love her interviews.
Very thorough.
She's so thorough and put so much into it. I love, the questions. Love Diana and her husband over there. Keep up the good trouble. It's always a good day to get into some good trouble. That's what we're gonna always say here. It's always a good day to get into some good trouble. Yeah. So you want to say anything before we wrap up?
Just want to go up and acknowledge everybody that was in the chat here.
Some people.
We always acknowledge the people who was in our chat All right,
here. Let's start with Matt Pelletieri, Cool Skettles. I think that's the chat bot. Cornelius Riley, Miss Wilson. Who else we got?
Greg Hovelich.
Hey, Greg,
Maddie Brown,
Diana Rice, LaWanda Pack.
Activist Deerfield Beach.
And
we love everyone out there that's in the chat. Don't take what we say. Don't take it like we're trying to before we go.
Elected officials.
It's not that.
We're not.
We're better than that.
The decisions that some of the decisions that you make, we don't agree with.
That's it.
It's a disagreement, respectfully. Okay.
Respectfully.
So when you watch this podcast, you can go back and tell them the Adams brothers respectfully.
Yeah.
Disagree with us.
And we're not no angry black men, because that's what I know someone gonna try to say. Oh, they angry, Wayne angry. It's nothing like that.
That's passion. It's a difference between
you don't even have to explain to them, because again, anyone that know me personally, that if you don't even know a person, how can you talk about them? How could you dislike someone that you never had any interaction with or never had a conversation
happens
with?
All the time.
It does. And it's crazy that our society is like that, where some people too overly sensitive, and they can't even take a little criticism. I mean, I have been like that sometimes. I mean, no one likes to get criticized. Let's face that. No one likes to be criticized, but it's one thing about me and my brother. When we started this, it's all love. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal here.
And they know that.
Commissioners, do better. That's all. Do better for the people.
Diana said it.
Job security.
Diana said it's job security for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love your sense of humor, Diana.
But we will be back Monday at 5:30 with former Congresswoman Sheila Sherfelis McCormick. We will have her on Monday, and she's running in District 20 congressional seat. She held that congressional seat, and she resigned from office, and now she's back in the race. And that race has Elijah Manley, Dale Holness, Uncle Luke, and again, Miss Dinah Wasserman Schultz. She's in it, and I forgot the Haitian brother, the Republican brother. I forgot his name. I really wish I remembered his name. But all of them is in that race. But Miss Sheila Sherfelis McCormick will join us Monday at 5:30 p.m. back here on the Adams Brothers podcast, and then Wednesday at 5:30 right there we will have Tamar Hamilton. She's running for
this Wednesday or next Wednesday?
This Wednesday coming up. Is it Tamar Hamilton?
No.
Was it?
We have what's her name right here? Oh no, we have Veronica Walker today.
Yeah, that's why I say
that's next week.
Yeah, next Wednesday is Tamar Hamilton, right?
Yeah,
Miss Tamar Hamilton. She's running for circuit court judge. She's running. So join us back here. We're gonna have Tamar Hamilton next Wednesday at 5:30, and again Sheila Sherfelis McCormick. We're gonna have her Monday at 5:30. So join us back, and as we always say, don't just vote. Stay and be informed about the candidates that you're voting for. That's all we ask. We're here for the community. That's what we're here for. We're here strictly for the community, and that is what we're here for. We're here to keep the community informed as best that we can. Everyone might not agree with us, but our heart is always going to be in the right place in this space right here.
So again, that's who we're going to have on our podcast. You all know us, Sheila Sherfelis McCormick. She's going to be here on Monday at 5:30. You see it right there, August the 4th. We're going to be asking her some tough questions as well. We ask tough questions over here. So she'll be here on Monday at 5:30, and then next week we'll have Tamar Hamilton, like we said. We'll have her, but this is our next podcast interview that we have coming up, and we hope that you all will join us. And
we also reached out to. I spoke to the Debbie Wasserman Schultz campaign. So for anyone out there saying why they didn't get her, we have reached out to her campaign. Have reached out to us. Twice. I spoke to a guy named Welch, Mr. Welch. I spoke to him. He's looking at some dates. So he told me he was going to get back with us. So if they come, we reached out to them. We reached out to Uncle Luke. So we reached out again
several times, and he has failed to even get back to us. So you know what? I like Luke. I love your music, but we're not going to keep trying to run behind.
No, and we reached out to the Wasserman Schultz campaign.
Maybe somebody will show this to him, and maybe he'll decide to come on. But Luke, Uncle Luke, we've been trying to get you on here, bro.
And to Wasserman Schultz, we reached out. I talked to her on Juneteenth, and I talked to her campaign last week. So if you don't see her on here, it's not our fault. Because we're doing everything in our power to reach out to everyone that we can. And those that respond back, those are the ones that you see on here. So don't ever say we didn't reach out to someone. I don't care what party affiliation they are. We reach out to them.
And let me say this too before I forget. When you see guests on our podcast, these are somebody that we reached out to, okay? We reach out to these politicians. We don't want, and we've gotten word that some of these mercenaries and these political pimps from, around South Florida, they run back and they tell the candidates, oh, well, I was the one that got you on the Adams Brothers podcast. That's a bunch of horse crap. Okay. And that's not the word I wanted to use. I just cleaned it up a little bit. Okay. Because I don't feel like really cussing today, but I do cuss a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. So,
and I want to say something after you finish.
But when you see a candidate on here, it's because we invited them, not the political pimps that's getting paid money from their campaigns. We invited them because they'll see a candidate on here and they'll go back and tell that person, that candidate, when they see him out in public, oh, I was the one that got you, set it up to get you on there, and then they get paid for it. That's a bunch of horse crap, you know. Okay, anybody you see on this podcast, we reach out to them, you know. Okay.
And on the flip side of that, well, if y'all let
but go ahead. No, I'm done. Go ahead.
The flip side of that, I also want to say this, just in relation to what Daryl is saying. A lot of times these political operatives or mercenaries, they will tell these people not to come on our podcast. You know, they will tell them, don't go on their podcast. Because for some reason, I don't know why people will reach out to these operatives, because they've been fooled that these operatives are the eyes and the ears of the community. And when they ask these operatives about us, the operatives would tell them, oh, don't go on their podcast. And they listen to that. But if you want to get elected, then this is what you have to do.
All right, everyone. So with that being said, we're going to wrap this up for tonight. We appreciate each and every last one of you out there in Facebook and YouTube land that's been watching our pop-up podcast. Again, if you want to go back and watch the playback from Veronica Walker, outstanding interview. I love her. I just met her, but I love the way her answers, you know. Go back and watch the playback. Again, go over and follow Diana Rice over the Holistic Podcast over there. Please go and follow her on. She's on Facebook, I believe, and she's on YouTube. So our friend Diana Rice, thank you. Stay in good trouble. We love what you're doing over there. I want to thank everybody. Gail McFadden just coming in. Veronica Nicole, Maddie Brown. Thank you all for watching. I've been up since like 5:30 this morning, and I am ready to go and relax.
Yep.
And have a little bite to eat. And I like to watch Pop the Balloon or Find Love. I like that. Some people don't like that, but I like it.
I like Pop the Balloons.
I like to watch it, and it was funny last week, but I like to watch Pop the Balloon. I may go home and watch Pop the Balloon and have some tuna or whatever. So
you have a blessed night too.
Thank you,
Miss Brown.
Yeah. Say hello to the family as well. Thank you all for rocking with us. Thank you all. You want to say anything before I wrap it up?
No, just hey, everyone, remember, vote. Early voting starts here in about a few weeks, in about a week, another week. Remember to early vote. Vote by mail, however you do it. Do everything, but just don't vote. Be informed and stay informed. That's all I wanted to say. And good night, everyone. I love you all out there. We'll see you on Monday and Wednesday of next week.
Thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brothers Podcast, the hottest podcast in South Florida here. We love each and every last one of you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to put up all of this equipment and get ready to relax for the rest of the evening. We hope you all have a wonderful, safe rest of your evening, your night. And thank you for tuning in. We love you. And guess what? There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.